Just when you thought Kendra was done yelling at Joc, done putting her hand all up and through his face like he a kid, done threatening to divorce him, she ain't. Kendra really thinks she's not replaceable. The truth is that good women come a dime a dozen, okay? We all over the place, okay? And the likelihood of, if they ever separated, Joc finding another good woman is much higher than Kendra finding a good man in Atlanta. It's just not, girl, I'm not saying it won't happen, but it's going to be a challenge. Now, some of us are blessed to have some good men in our lives, but that's not the case for everybody. Because for the most part, the dating pool is full of piss, vomit, poop. It's full of everything we don't want. I'm tired of Kendra. I can only imagine how Joc feels. He has to spend the day, he wakes up next to her, go to bed next to her. So I can only imagine how he feels about her. It's the same story with her all the time. She's threatening a divorce. If you find yourself constantly threatening a divorce, maybe it's time to reconsider the marriage altogether. Joc, please do us, okay, and this heifer a favor. Take her out of her misery and give her her walking papers. Because every episode she's threatening to divorce him. Well, do it. Either she's threatening to divorce him or she begging him to divorce her. Make it make sense. So it's like she seems to think that constantly throwing the threat of divorce in his face will make him change and treat her better. But how is that working for you, Kendra? She knows who Joc is. They've known each other for a long time, even prior to getting married. She knew who he was. The same shit she dealing with in her marriage is the same shit she was dealing with when they were just dating. Joc is a ladies' man, okay? He can't be faithful, and it's exhausting to watch these same patterns play out season after season with her and Joc. She has this constant need to try to change him. Girl, he is who he is. The more she tries to change him, the more tension she causes. The marriage was doomed from the start. Okay, and it's clear that things are not improving. She's holding on to this marriage by a piece of thread, yet in the same breath, she's asking for Joc to divorce her. And I think Joc should call her bluff and divorce her ass. She has embarrassed this man too many times on TV. She in his face, talking to him like he a little ass boy, and he just sitting there all timid and scared. Speaking of Joc, he hosted a Father's Appreciation event, and he invited the guys, Khaotic, Kirk, mendeecees, and Scrappy. So during the event, Joc mentioned that all the guys had been in the blogs, and he had to report on them on his radio show. So Kirk said that, he's dealing with baby mama drama, Jasmine. She's running around spreading rumors that he's still trying to hit. Now, we already know that's the truth. He's still saying that it's a lie. We saw the text messages. He said that Jasmine is just trying to play with Rashida's head. Nuh-uh. You done already messed up her head. She told the truth. Kirk, meanwhile, you still out here lying. You might as well confess, because she ain't going nowhere. Tell the truth. So Yandy must have definitely put mendeecees up on game regarding those deleted text messages between Kirk and Jasmine. Because as they were talking about the text messages, mendeecees asked him if he still had the messages, knowing damn well Yandy had already spilled the beans that Kirk deleted them. So Kirk is still sticking to his story. He said he deleted the entire thread to avoid seeing Jasmine's name and to keep negativity off his phone. Now, he don't mind, keeping negativity in the household. Okay, he don't mind inviting that negativity back into his life, because he's still trying to mess with the same negativity he claims he's running from. He should be just as protective with shielding Rashida from negativity than he is with that damn phone. Delete that negativity out of her life. So Kirk, in pure fashion, he tries to deflect the heat off himself and put it on mendeecees. He throws mendeecees under the bus and tells him that Jasmine said that she saw him at her bar. So mendeecees quickly shut that down. He said he went to the bar once and ain't been back since. Y'all will not catch mendeecees slipping. The only bozos that are out here creeping publicly, okay, don't care, if they're being seen or not, is Joc and Kirk. And I would not be surprised if Kirk had Jasmine in his home where he and Rashida sleep at. I wouldn't be surprised. So Scrappy noticed that mendeecees wasn't wearing his ring. mendeecees first said he lost it, then he said he threw it somewhere, and then he went back to saying he lost it. But he knows it's somewhere in the house, but he makes it clear that there's no urgency in finding it. Now, is it that serious for him not to wear his wedding ring though? What he got going on with Yandy. I mean, is it really that serious? If it is, Yandy girl, you're in trouble. Because when men don't wear their wedding rings, they appear to be available and single. So I'm sure he gets some numbers when he going out. I mean, he's fine as I don't know what. I know he's getting hit on. Meanwhile, Kendra is confronting her son, Joc, because that's exactly how she talks to him. And she's expressing her frustration with his ongoing behavior. She is tired of seeing Joc in the blogs with other women and tells him that he needs to be mindful of how things are perceived, because there was a video that was circulating of Joc and an unidentified woman. From the back, it looked like it was his baby mom, Gloria. And at one point, they appeared to be holding hands. It looked as though he was comforting her. And then at one point, it looked like she was yelling at him. Now, we didn't know what was said because the video had no audio. But Joc is saying that it was a friend and he was trying to calm her down from another mutual friend. But Kendra said no matter who it was, the woman shouldn't have been all up in his face like that. And she's right. Because it looked like they were more than just friends. Kendra is fed up with his nonsense, which is why she wanted an insurance policy on her eggs, meaning she wants to freeze her eggs. She don't give a damn whether Joc like it or not. She wears the pants in that relationship and she gonna do what she want to do. But she's trying to insure those eggs, but she was well aware of who she was marrying before they got married. She knew who he was. So Kendra continues to yell at him, and she's once again throw that divorce word in his face. This has been their entire marriage. It's been an ongoing cycle of accusations and threats of divorce, and it continues every season. I honestly feel like she felt that she would be the one to change Joc. And honey, you can't change a man. And I feel like you're trying to raise him. She act as if she's his mother, and she is trying to raise a grown ass man because she's trying to change him. Honey, it is not going to happen. He is who he is. If he hasn't changed by now, he won't. Later on, at Zelle's baby shower, Jessica randomly tells Kendra to leave Joc and divorce him because he embarrasses her publicly. So Shekinah told Jessica to shut the hell up. She said Kendra knows who she married, that part. And I can't understand why Kendra constantly complains about Joc when he's been doing the same damn thing since day one. He did it with his first wife and all 9 of his baby mamas. Girl, you were there. How many women she have a confrontation with over Joc during Love and Hip Hop? So many, I lost count. Like, damn, did you really think that Joc was a husband material? Why did you really marry Joc? So Kendra and Zelle are having a conversation, and Kendra complains that if Joc can't act like a married man, she doesn't want to be with him. She says she's young, she's rich, she's successful, and she feels like she's every man's dream. But honey, with a mouth like that, you may get a man, but you won't keep him with a mouth like that. I mean, the girl be going off. And honestly, I'm starting to think that Joc might be with her for her money, since she's so successful and she does help pay his child support. But Kendra, girl, did you really think that you could marry Joc and he would just magically turn into a husband. Given his track record with women, girl, you cannot turn a ladies' man into a husband. She got into this marriage knowing full well who Joc was. But again, she thought she would be the one to change him.